Hi guys, video game viewer here, bringing you the review of The Witcher 3 for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the PC. Okay, so The Witcher 3, I've been waiting for this game all year to come out. It is definitely one of the top games of 2015 coming out, and it looks amazing. It's boasting to be bigger than Skyrim, and there are a couple things that I really like about this game right off the bat. One is the economy system. Certain items like fish are going to be cheaper the closer you are to the river or to sources of water, and that's just one example, but I think that level of detail is amazing, and this game is boasting incredible detail and just incredible little nuances like that. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is going to be the storyline. So you're the Witcher, you're playing as Geralt from the previous games, obviously, and this game's going to wrap up the trilogy. The company who made this game, they are promising other Witcher games. They're just saying this is going to wrap up Geralt's tale. So, in this game, you're facing the Wild Hunt. A lot of people hear that Wild Hunt and think, oh, monster hunting, that's what I'm going to be doing. But that's not exactly what the Wild Hunt is. The Wild Hunt is a scourge of demons that comes to harass humanity. And Geralt has come up against the Wild Hunt before, but never directly, and this time it's directly affecting him, and he's out to stop it. Of course, you're going to be doing side quests during this, and meeting interesting and unique characters along your journey. So, that's basically the storyline of the game. You're just trying to stop the Wild Hunt and save humanity. Along the course of the game, of course, there's a war going on with the rivaling factions in the game, and that is kind of a backtone to the main storyline. Now, gameplay in this is amazing. It's somewhere in between. It's not as simplistic as, say, Dragon Age, but it's not as difficult as a Dark Souls game either. It finds a happy medium somewhere in the middle. The combat isn't overly complex, but it's not hack and slash either. Certain enemies, for instance, demons, ghosts, other monsters, have different weaknesses. Geralt carries two swords that you would notice on his back, and this isn't simply a cosmetic look. This has a purpose. He carries two swords because one of them is made of silver. Certain enemies in the game are weak to silver, so you're going to want to switch it up, and you're going to want to switch over to your silver sword, obviously. Other enemies have different weaknesses. It's up to you to figure out what that is and use it against them. Now again, the combat isn't overly hard, but it's not exactly simple either. You're going to be challenged in this game, but not to the frustration level of a Dark Souls game. But it's not going to be dumbed down either, where you're just going to be mashing a button like in a Dragon Age game. You have to go into combat and you have to think and use your head a little bit and think what an enemy's weakness is and use it effectively against him. Other than that, you're running around, you're doing side quests. Customization in this game is a huge part. Geralt can be outfitted with tons of different armor. There's different weapons in the game. There's crafting. There's collection in the game. There's tons of side quests. This game is just chocked full of content, and it's boasting over 200 hours worth of content, which is definitely going to keep you satisfied for a long time, and it's definitely worth the bang for your buck. You're paying $60 for a game. You want a game that's going to last you a while, and this is definitely one of those games. It's definitely going to satisfy the palate of any RPG fan or casual gamer alike. So, this game, just all around, is amazing in that aspect, and the gameplay is fluid, it's smooth, it's something you're definitely going to want to, something you're definitely going to enjoy. Now the graphics in this game are insane. It's one of the best looking games of 2015. Obviously the console versions are going to be a little bit less on the downside than on the PC. I've read numerous forums, websites, and other things stating that this is one of the most difficult games to run on a PC at its highest resolution. So this is definitely a CPU melter. If you're going to crank it up, you're definitely going to want a higher end PC if you're planning on playing this on a PC. As for you console gamers, yeah, the graphics are going to be a little bit less than the PC, but you're still going to be in for some eye candy. It's not exactly a game that's going to look crappier noticeably crappier on a console. So either way, console players, PC players, you're in for a treat graphics-wise. It looks amazing. The weather effects in this game are just mind-blowing. That's one of the things that really stood out. The weather is dynamic in this game, and no matter what kind of weather you're in, it looks awesome. Sunsets are beautiful. Everything is gorgeously detailed, down to just stuff you wouldn't even expect. You're just going to really see it. The developers took a huge amount of time and put a huge amount of time into this game, and it really shows through. The game was actually delayed slightly, and it shows through. And you know what? When a game is delayed, I'm always a little bummed, but when it's pushed to the level that it is now, and that's the reason for the delay, I thank the developers for that, because you know what? They want us to get our money's worth, and this is definitely worth your money, your time, and your effort into buying this game. You're definitely getting a product that is top quality. So now on to the sound of the game. The ambient sounds are haunting at times. Depending where you're at, very creepy. The music is amazing. The weather, the sounds of the weather, the voice acting is just top notch. Everything about this game is just incredible sound-wise, and it really helps flesh out the graphics when you have good sound quality in the game, and this game definitely has good sound quality. So nothing to complain about in the sound department. It all around is a good, solid game. Storyline, graphics, gameplay, sound, it all is packaged nicely into a game that I'm definitely telling you is going to be one, if not the top game of 2015. This is one of those games that you absolutely owe it to yourself to go out and buy. And the good thing about it is you don't have to play the other first two Witcher games in order to play The Witcher 3. The developers are promising that this game is tailor-made to newcomers and seasoned veterans of The Witcher alike. So if you've never played a Witcher game, you can jump right into this and play this game. It's not a problem. It's going to do a pretty good job of catching you up on the backstory of what happened in the first two games. So, guys, this is definitely one of those games, as I said, that you're going to want to go out and buy. I'm giving this game a 10 out of 10, and that is a rarity here. If you watch my reviews, I'm very critical, but this game is getting a 10 out of 10. So, guys, thanks for watching. This has been the Video Game Viewer with a review of The Witcher 3. If you could, guys, hit that like button, because that always helps me out. And if you like what you see in here and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks.
One day